this is what I'm trying to achieve. I'm trying to achieve some kind of a dashboard or a report that will show all my campaigns based on their budget and how much deals and leads I was able to bring from each one of them. So that's really what I'm trying to do. It's to have one overview that I can see the amount of money that I spent on campaigns. So this is a one campaign, for example, A1, and this is campaign A2. You can see that the budget was $9,000 for the campaign, and this is how much I earned from this campaign. Now, this is only an example, okay? Don't go crazy. It's not 1 million for me. It's only test. So that's really what I'm trying to achieve. Any questions until now?
Not for me. It's understood.
Perfect. Okay. So first of all, we are going to have for each campaign, we are going to have its own Zoho form. Now, the data can come from a Zoho form, or it can come from a Zoho CRM web form. So this is a Zoho form. If you don't know, which probably you do, but this is a Zoho form. And in the Zoho CRM system, you can create forms using this method. So under developer space, you can create web forms, and you can grab information from the web and push them into the CRM using web form. So those are the two options that are built into Zoho. You can also have some kind of an integration between any kind of website that will push the information into Zoho. So those are the options that are available. Now, I created in advance a custom module named ADV Campaigns. And in the ADV Campaigns, I created the fields that are important for me. Now, because this is a custom module, as you can understand, you can have any type of information that you choose. For me, what made sense when I created the module was the spending budget, how much I am going to spend on this specific campaign, what will be the start and end date of the campaign, and I also, of course, gave it a name. Now, the name that I chose, starting with the asset, where it's coming from, which is a webinar, what will be the campaign name, which is Designer Campaign A2. Now, of course, that you can call it Mickey Mouse, you can call it anything that you like, but that's really the idea. Now, whenever I have those Zoho forms, I will create one single Zoho form for each one of my campaigns. And whenever this campaign will take place, I will put it into some kind of a landing page. So let's assume that this is my landing page, and here I have the form. I will have here the information. So let's call it Lior A2, so we'll know where it's coming from. So that will be my A2 landing page. And here I created another landing page, which that will be the A1. Okay, now both forms were submitted to my lead system, and I will see them here in about 15 seconds or so. Now, just one thing to remember, in order to push the forms into your CRM, you will need to create the integration, and the integration will be in this section. And whenever you integrate, you just map the CRM field with the form fields, which if each one of you have my course, so this lesson is part of your course, so you should know how to access it. And of course, if you have questions, give it to me. Just let me know. Now, when those forms are being sent, as you can see here, let me go to the builder. There is one field that is extremely important, and that's the campaign name. So if you can see here, I have an hidden field, so no one can see this field. And this field is sending the campaign name. This is how I'm connecting between the campaign and my lead system. Okay, is it making sense? Okay, perfect. Now, next, 1 second, someone is pinging it. Yes, okay, yes, it's good. Okay. Now, once the information is being pushed to my lead system, I will see them here. Let's refresh. Good. So I have, as you can see here, I have Lior A1, and the campaign name is Google AdWords Designer Campaign Ad 1. And I have Lior A2, which the campaign name is Webinar Designer Campaign A2. Okay, so now I can know exactly where this lead came from. Now, I can also have my lead source. So the lead source, I wanted to do it together with you because I want you to see the process. So let's assume that I also want to know the lead source. In this case, for example, for the A2 campaign, that's coming from AdWords. So I will go back to my campaign. Let's go back to the A1. Let's click on Edit. I will create another single line, and this single line will be lead source, and that's a name that I just made up. And let's check in my CRM. I want to check what kind of lead source is matching with AdWords, because I will need to send exactly the same value that there is in my system. This is the status. I need the marketing section and lead source. Okay, so advertisement. Okay, let's call it YouTube, just so it will be simple. So let's grab here, let's put here YouTube, and I will make it both mandatory and hide field, because I don't want anyone to see this field. Now, next I will need to go to the integration section, and I will integrate the lead source that's coming from the CRM with the lead source that's coming from Zoho Forms. And now it's integrated. I will go back to the A2 form and I will submit a new one. That will be Lior A2 YouTube and some kind of a number and submit. Now that will take around 30 seconds and we can continue to the next part. Once you have the connection between Zoho Forms and the leads, you will need somehow to create the connection when you convert the lead. Because right now the information of the campaign name exists only in the lead system. But when you convert, you will lose your information. So what I want to do now, I want to convert the lead. So I'm clicking here on convert. I will also create it as an opportunity. We'll give her the mandatory details and let's click on convert. And now you can see that a contact was created, an opportunity was created. Now I want to make sure that the campaign name was sent. And as you can see here, the campaign name was moved to the marketing section as a campaign name. That's how my report will understand how to connect the deal with the right campaign. Okay? Now, if we are going to the modules and fields, you can see exactly how this magic was done. Now, if you already know, it's perfect. And if you don't, I will show you. So first of all, as I said before, I created a new module, and the module was ADV campaign. And I threw here some fields. once I have the module that contains all my leads, this is where I need to go to the leads, contacts, accounts, and opportunities and connect them using a lookup. So right now I am in the lead system, and you can see in the lead system that I have here the campaign. Where is the campaign? Here. I have here the campaign name. The campaign name was a lookup that I just drag and drop into the field. I went here to the ADV campaigns and I gave it the name, campaign name. So at that point, I'm connecting between my lead and I'm connecting it with the other side, which is the ADV campaign. Now there is a linkage between them. So I did exactly the same for the contacts, for the accounts, and the opportunities. All those four are sharing exactly the same method. So I have exactly the same name, the campaign name, which is a lookup to ADV campaigns. The next part that you need to do is you need to hover the leads and go to lead conversion mapping. And here you connect the campaign name of the lead with the campaign name of the account, campaign name of the contact, and campaign name of the opportunity. And that's what will create the linkage between all those four. Without that, you will lose the information on the conversion step. Whenever you convert, this is where everything will die. So that's important to do this connection. But there is only one limitation. The limitation is, and that's what's making this process a bit different, is that here, if you can see, I have here the field in Zoho CRM. The name is form campaign name, and in Zoho Forms, it's campaign. Now, if you remember, I went here to the builder, and in the builder, I set up a new field name campaign, and I gave it this name. From the other side, in my Zoho CRM, the field name was campaign name, was not form campaign name. So what the hell is going on? Because this is not the field that I am connecting with. This is a different field. Let me go back to the integration. So form campaign name, and here it's campaign name. It's not the same field. I am pushing it to a text field called form campaign name. So guys, what's going on? Anyone knows? Idea?
Isn't it because you've mapped it from one name to another, it doesn't really matter?
Okay, so I mapped it to this field. So this is where it ends. But how come the campaign name was here? And another question, why didn't I just connect the campaign name directly? Why do I need to send it here and push it there? And as you know me, I like efficiency. So what's going on?
Well, the one you can click on and go to your campaigns, the other one you can't.
Yep. This one exactly. This is sending me to the right place. But this is just a text field. So the problem is that when I have Zoho Forms cannot integrate with the campaign name field because it's a lookup. So there is no way to do it. Okay, also Zoho don't have a way to do it. And if you call Zoho, they will say it's impossible. So what we're doing here, we're creating an integration between form campaign name, which is a single line. It's just a text field, and we are sending it, I'm sending it from the campaign, which is a text field in Zoho Forms. I am sending it into Zoho CRM, which is also a text field. So we already know that that can be done. You can sync single line with single line, text field with a text field. Now, because this is possible, I first get the information into this place. So this is step number one in achieving what I want to achieve. Now, I need to create, when the information is being received in my CRM, I need to push the information into the campaign name. Is it making sense?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Flint, are you with us? Flint is chatting with me, so sorry. Yes, okay, perfect. Now, if you saw here, when I went to the integration, you will see a checkbox on workflow. And the workflow will initiate something in the background in Zoho CRM. So on the other side, I will go now to my Zoho CRM. I will go to the workflow rules. And all the way to the bottom, you will see assign campaign to a new lead or to a lead. Now, my criteria is very simple. Whenever a lead is created, run the function assign campaign ID. Now, you don't need to know Deluge or coding because I'm going to give you the function, but I want you to understand how it works. You have here the creation of the lead that's creating. You have, think about it like a funnel. In the funnel, you have a lead that was created. Then it's going to the condition. If I want to run the function on a specific lead, maybe based on date or based on annual revenue. And if right now I said run this function on all the leads, I don't care which lead it is, then it will process the function. Now, the function is extremely simple. It's only a few lines long. So I will give you this function. You don't need to remember it, but I will run over it. So whenever you see the recording, you will know what each line means. So line number one is just grabbing the lead details. So the entire data, let me go to the lead 1 second. The entire data that exists in the lead record will go inside this line, this container that's called lead. That's it. That's what the entire line is doing. Next, I am going to get the form campaign name. So the form campaign name, which is Google AdWords Designer Campaign A1, I am going to get this name and it will go into this container. Then ignore this line. This is just for to tell me what's inside of this line. And then all this area is basically asking the ADV campaigns module if there is a campaign with this specific name. And if there is, then it will create the assignment for the campaign name. So think about it as a function that's what's going on, what's going into the function is the form campaign name, and the output will be the assignment of the campaign ID to the campaign name. This is what's making the magic of the connection between the single line into the campaign name. Now I need to do it only once, only when the lead is created. Because once the lead is created and you convert it, the lead conversion mapping that we saw before in the modules and fields is connecting the leads, contact, account, and the opportunity. All of them will be aligned in one place, and all of them will share the same campaign name. So all that was step number one. Now, step number two will be to get a reporting, to know what's going on. If you will go to the reporting section, to the reports, you can go and click on create report. The module that you want to click will be the leads, because you want to, or let's say opportunities, because we care about money, not, no. Leads, it's okay, but we really care about opportunities. If we go to the opportunities, we need also to select the ADV campaigns. So opportunities will be the main module that you are going to report on to get the information. And ADV campaigns will be the sub-module that's connected with it. Now, once I'm connecting the ADV campaigns with the opportunities, it would also provide me the information between the information of the opportunities and the information of the ADV campaigns. I am getting all the information from both modules. Next, I need to select what kind of report I want. And it's, or you do it like Excel, which is a tabular view, or you create a summary. Let's ignore the matrix for now. I will go with the summary view because I also want to know how much money in total I earned from this specific campaign. Next, I need to select the different fields. Let's go here and let's select, we have here the opportunity name, which is perfect. Closing date is good. Pipeline, you don't have pipeline right now, so let's ignore it. ADV campaign name is good. And let's also grab the amount so we know how much we're talking about. I also like to go to grouping, and I will group it based on the campaign name. I think it's ADV campaign. Oh, no, campaign name. Yes. And columns to total, I just want to sum the amount. I just want to know how much money in total I earned from this campaign. And here, I can just click and run and see. Now, this is not the information that I want to have, but I just want to show you how it looks like. So right now, you see lots of stuff. You see lots of information. Some of them doesn't have campaign name. Some of them do. And it's all a mishmash. So what I want to do now is start to filter the type of information that I'm getting. First of all, I want to have only values that has a campaign name. So I will go now to the back to edit. I will go to the filter and I will write here campaign. Campaign name. Campaign name is not empty. That will be the first criteria. Let's run again. And now you can see that it looks a little bit better. On the left side, you have the campaign name. Now in brackets, it says 4 because there are 4 records that's matching this campaign name. So all those 4. From the other side, you have to the A2, you have 3. On the right side, you can see the amounts and you can see also the total of each one of those campaigns. Now, I also want to see one more thing, which is how much money was my budget, how much I spent. So I will click again on edit. Now I will go here and let's check 1 second. Spending budget. Let's click on run. And now you can see that I have $9,000 for this campaign, and the total was 1 million. Now, tell me something. My goal is to know how much I spent and how much I earned. What's the problem here? Why this report is not giving me the right information? Because it's not showing me how much I earned. So what's the problem with this report?
Well, you need to take the amount spent from your amount earned, or the other way around, and get an answer.
So the amount spent is for the entire budget. Even though it's for each line, it's still not summing it up. So I'm treating it as 9,000. I can spend some money or time and create a beautiful report that it's showing only 9,000 once. But I just make it quick and dirty. But still, the report, I don't have in my account $1 million. So this is not a correct report. How can I refine it so I will get the correct amount of how much I earned from this campaign?
You're looking for your one opportunities.
Which opportunity?
The ones that have been won.
Correct. So what do I need to do?
Change your stage to only one, filter for one.
Okay, let's try that. Let's see if it fixes the problem. Okay, and now you made me broke. I earned only 1 million from this thing. Okay, it's good enough. Okay, so this is basically how you can get reporting of how much money went out to budget and how much money came in for those from those campaigns. This is exactly the way. Now, from all the years I did marketing, that's the only way that counts. I really think that the only matrix in your business will be money going out, money coming in. I don't think that there is another way to do it, unless I will be happy to learn about one more cool way that you can earn money or live from love or something like that. Anyway, if you want to add one more layer on top of it, you can go to the analytics section. And the analytics section is good to know in any case. On the left side, by default, you will have the org view, leads analysis. You have lots of cool reports that are coming as out of the box. So this is something that is great to know. If you want to create your own, you click on dashboards, you give it a name. I don't like test. Let's make it another one, sure. And here on the left side, you have lots of different reports that you can choose from. So let's go with a pick from gallery, because the gallery have the coolest stuff. And let's assume that I want to take the lead generation target. And this is how it will look like, which it's also is great. And I will change it from lead generation. I will write here number of deals from A1 campaign. The next question is if I want to set this meter for the entire organization or for a specific set of users. Let's assume that me as the business owner, I don't want to have me as part of the organization target. And now I will go and I will start to select all my employees. And now I have one group that I want to target. Next, I need to understand what I am counting. So let's say that I am counting leads, or that was deals. Yeah, that was deals. I will go to the opportunities and I will count the opportunities that came from the campaign. In the criteria filter, I will have here the campaign name. And the campaign name is, I need to copy exactly the line, how it calls. Oh, that was the A2. Let's go to the A1. Okay, and no spaces. Spaces usually kills the idea. Yeah, there is a space here. And at the end, there is a space. Good. Okay. Now, my target will be, let's say, 10 deals from this campaign, and the duration will be this year. So if I'm going from the beginning, I'm targeting a specific group of salespeople. I want to see how many opportunities they brought into the business. And those specific opportunities will be the ones that are generated from the A1 campaign. It's not for all my campaigns. And then I will set the duration only for this year. And my goal for this year is 10 deals. That's it. We're not talking about numbers. We're not talking about amounts. We're talking about numbers, quantity. And now you can see that the target is 10, and this salesperson brought me 4. And every morning that he wakes up, he opens the CRM and he sees his target. Hopefully, it will get him motivated to sell, or it will get you motivated to kick his butt to start selling. Now, on the left side, you have lots of cool stuff that you can use. You can go to chart. You can create a chart, let's say, from one of the reports that we just created. So that will be leads by campaign. I already have it here. And that will be account. Now remember, this is leads, not deals. And that will group based on the campaign name. And if I go here, I can see that I have 2 campaigns. One was the Google AdWords, which is A1, and the other one was the designer, which is A2. And I got 4 and 4. Now you can click on them and you can make them bigger, you can make them smaller. Okay, and you can adjust them and basically arrange it as you want. And when you save it, you can also save it as your dashboard of the home page. So whenever you log into your system, you can see those beautiful graphs that hopefully will change a little bit how the business functions. Okay, so this is what I created for ADV campaigns. I have here the target, monetary target, how much money. I have here how many leads. I have here the sources, it's what we did together. And I have here something else, which is the lead sources. I can see from where I'm getting my traffic. Okay, so this is really how everything connects together using reporting and using analytics.